Hey guys, welcome to Your Knowledge Buddy. As you can see, I'm not in my studio now. However, I'm outside with Adi in front of next property. However, this is not going to be a residential property, right Adi?
No, this is not
What
a
is it for?
So basically, currently this is a residential property, but what my plan, I will convert into a 6-bed HMO, and that will give me a monthly rental income every month, and without like investing my time and anything in future.
The condition of this house is not very good. So when you see this house, you'll be surprised why we are investing in it. We'll talk about it in detail when we go inside. So if you want to come inside and see how the property looks like, come on in. As we step inside the house, this is the gallery, and of course, on the door, there's written here the date when the door was moved. So it was changed around a couple of years, so it means the date can stay here and other don't need to change. So come inside and I'll show you how the property looks like. So this is a 2-bedroom house at the moment. And the moment you get inside, this is the first room. So Adi, can you explain what does the room look like?
Is a kind of a reception room. You can see if you enter inside the room, a good size room with a proper window on the roadside. This is a chimney structure. I think very less people are using chimney nowadays. So what my plan is, I will remove this chimney so that I will get extra space in the room. I will convert this one as a room number 1 for my HMO plan. So room number 1, once the chimney is removed, you can see the bed will come here. Maybe the one study table on this side. This meter will go outside, and that is not a lot of work. So I'm very happy. I'm saving some money on this area because they just have to remove the wires and job done. One cupboard on this side. This side, I'll remove this wall, and maybe this is the washroom door, and there is a washroom for this room on in the living space. So this is a 1 bed proper with a ensuite washroom.
So this is the plan to convert it. This is not yet converted. So when we have bought this property, this is just a 2-bedroom house, and the 2-bedroom is upstairs. This is still considered as one of the living space here, but the plan is to convert into ensuite. Now, as we move to the next area, this is the living space. So currently what it states like, of course, you can see the chimney, and then there's a small kitchen. Adi's plan, let's hear from Adi. Okay. So what is your plan, Adi?
So first my plan seems similar like that one. Remove this chimney. Remove the chimney so that I will get some extra space. This side there's a washroom for that room. Then this is a kind of a communal area. Maybe I'll put some sofa, a small dining table here, a big TV. If anybody wanna play some games or watch TV, they can watch it here. This is the kitchen. So right now the kitchen is in a bad condition. One more thing, under the stairs there is a space. So for 6 washroom, I have to install a proper tanker for the water. So like a proper tank will come here. So this is the kind of this will be my boiler room in future.
I just want to add one thing. So for the guys who have not seen our previous video, we have already done one previous video where again 2 or 3 bedroom house was converted into 6 room HMO.
6 bed HMO.
So Adi got the same plan. If you look at what he's talking about, is very similar to the plan and design which is done in the previous property. So he's taking all his experiences from that.
So if you enter inside the kitchen, this is not in a good condition. So similar plan, if you wanted to see, you can go and watch our previous video about HMO. I will close this door, maybe the kitchen cabinets here. Maybe I'll install 2 gas hob in this one, 2 gas hob, because 6 person are living, so there is if more wanna cook, they can cook at the same time. Little bit of extension, like at the back side with the Velux window with the bifold door here. This house, one thing is extra, there is a storage space on this side. And I can tell you the small story about this one. I have a lot of stories. In previous times, like I'm talking about in 1900 or before than that, when there was no refrigerator invented, this English people, they usually have this kind of a space for their storage. This is away from the sunlight, and this is always like in a not very high temperature. So they usually store their vegetables and meat over here behind the kitchen. And as you can see on this side, like maybe you have seen, like we have a culture in India, the washroom is like outside the house. So in previous British time, like similar thing here, you can see the washroom outside the house. There is an entrance on the back side. Maybe during winter time, people can use this door to use the washroom. Right now, everything is in a bad condition. I don't know how somebody was living here 3 months back, but this is the current condition. Outside there is a dark, but I can show you.
So the garden is not big, it's very tiny garden, but that is enough for a HMO property. But very similar to what we had in the previous house as well.
So like a small garden, as you can see upstairs. My neighbor has already converted loft. If you can see something, maybe I'll add more video tomorrow if needed.
Okay, so we have seen the garden. Now let's go upstairs. The stairs looks in a good condition, right, Adi?
Yeah.
Or do you have to change it?
I have to change the carpet. I have to change
Yeah.
this handrail, maybe the newer one.
So the moment you come upstairs, the first room that you see is actually their big bathroom. So currently it was sold as a, like I said, 2-bedroom and 1 bathroom. So this is a huge bathroom here. However, knowing Adi, I know it won't be a bathroom anymore, right? It will be a tiny bathroom in a bigger room. So what is your plan with this room?
So my plan to bring back to its own previous stage. My assumption, this was a room in the past,
They
but
converted it
somehow, you know, with a new tradition or new culture change, people have utilized this as a bathroom because maybe there was a small family living in this house. So you can see bathtub, small shower, basin, everything here. So I'll convert back into a proper room.
And
There's
like
a
a
chimney
ensuite.
here as well. So according to my assumption, this was a luxury in the past. Having 3 chimney in one house was a luxury. So I'll remove this chimney because nobody is using this fireplace anymore.
Okay, Adi, what is this?
So this one you can see. So this is a hot water tank. The previous hot water tank, what we have, what like the owner have installed. So this is the supply of the hot water in the whole house.
Okay.
In the bathroom, in the kitchen. I will remove everything. I will install a proper new tank on the ground floor below the stairs. So this will be removed. All thing you can see copper. The old thing I like more because the copper right now everything is coming with the PVC pipes. Maybe I will go with copper again for this full house.
Okay.
Hot water supply and the cold water supply.
Okay, great. Thank you, Adi. So now we are moving to the next room. Now, we don't have electricity here, so trying to use my phone to see if we can see anything. I can barely see anything. However, again, this looks like a good sized room as well. But again, I think Adi's plan is again to change this into ensuite as well, right, Adi?
Yeah.
Okay, can you explain what you're thinking about this
There
room?
is a chimney here. I will remove this chimney.
He's
So I will
expert
get-
now, chimney removing. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
so
is-
see in this house, in each room there is chimney, so this chimney will be gone here, from here, more space. This side, all this cupboard will be removed. There is a proper door and the washroom for this room will go into that room. I will attach the floor plan as well, so if anybody wanna see, they can see the floor plan for this room. This side there is a bed here. I can assume there's a table here next to the window. If anybody wanna do the office work, maybe the cupboard in the corner.
Okay, I like this design to be honest. Really nice and pretty. Someone like me will definitely love it. So maybe the lady who lived here, she had picked it. Okay, so that was the second room now on the first floor. Now, this will be the last room, which is the third room on the first floor. And we'll talk about the loft conversion in a bit. So this is massive room, I think. This is one of the biggest room here. The best thing, the big window, enough sunlight in this room during the summertime. So what plan do you have for this room now, Adi?
So this room, I'll not repeat the same thing again. Chimney removal first thing. This side, this space will be a washroom for that room. This space, I will use this for washroom for this room.
Okay.
This space is for the bed.
Okay.
I am thinking this room is having 2 windows.
Okay.
So I will say this is a better thing or you can say luxury.
Yeah.
I'll bring the whole house back to bricks. So maybe there's a quiet place when I'm explaining.
Okay.
Remove the wallpaper, remove the plaster, remove all the wiring,
Okay.
remove the carpet. Everything will be like back to bricks only. Then new wiring, new plumbing,
Yeah.
new plaster with
Yeah.
the plaster board.
Yeah.
If needed, in UK we also put insulation in the wall
Okay.
to avoid like the cold coming inside the house.
Yeah.
So I'll like change everything.
Okay, I feel like I'm talking to a builder, not my husband. Anyways, guys, if it's too much, let me know how much to cover and not. So what we have seen so far, I'm going to summarize first of all. On the ground floor, as we entered, you saw a room. We are converting that into the first room. On the first floor, we will be having 3 rooms. So now you have seen 4 rooms. Now, if you're wondering how we are going to have another 2 rooms, which I'm going to explain now. So you guys see this? This is called loft, and then we are going to do a loft conversion. So when the loft conversion will be done, so there will be 2 rooms in that, right, Adi?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know how much in depth I should be going, but if you want to add a little bit, not from the builder's perspective, just how you're planning to convert that room,
Okay.
you can explain.
So basically, currently there is a storage space at the top. You can see this is the entrance. If I'll open it, the stairs will come down. People usually keep their suitcases, extra blankets, everything on the top. I will remove that space and convert it into a proper 2-room set. So from here, this is also kind of a storage space in the house.
It's a tiny storage.
Yeah, but somebody has utilized it as a storage now. So I'll remove everything. The stairs from here will go into the loft from here. And in loft, 2 rooms will be converted. One at the back side with the proper window at the back side. One room will be here. And in the middle, this space I'll use for both the washrooms.
Okay.
So 2 room, 2 washroom will be in the loft.
Okay. So
And
in total,
if you wanted to see the whole thing, we have already done in the past on one of the video.
I'm going to link our previous video as well somewhere in the description on pinned comment. You can see how we had converted previous house into HMO. So you're saying then for 6 room, now it will be 6 bathroom as well.
6 bed, 6
bathroom.
HMO.
HMO, yeah. Okay. So that's the house tour. Of course, not in a very good condition, but this is just a part 1. You can see how the property looks like now and how the property will look like after maybe 5 or 6 months when it's fully done as a HMO 6-bedroom flat. Now, I'm going to pause here, but I'm going to ask Adi, how much did he buy this property and what is the business value he see and what kind of plans he have with this property. So, how much did you buy this for, Adi?
210.
Okay, and how much you plan to invest?
So I see there's one number missing, the extra expenses, that is stamp duty and the solicitor fees and the survey.
Correct.
So that total investment in this house for me till now is 225.
Okay.
210 is the purchase price plus I think 10,000 or 12,000 is stamp duty and 1,800 for the solicitor fee, and I paid 400 for the survey as well.
Okay, and what is the profit margin you see once you convert this into a HMO, 6-bedroom HMO?
So once everything has been done and dusted, fully completed, I'm expecting a rent of around like 4,200, minimum 4,200, as what we have in the neighborhood area in this locality, what I have checked. So 4,200 is a rental income from this house. Once the house will be like completed.
And how much do you think the mortgage will be? We have to
So after making all the changes, I'm expecting a valuation of around 450 minimum valuation from this house. So out in 450, bank will give me some loan. So whatever I will invest, I will get all my money back, or basically 90% of my money back from this house. Once I will get back all the money, bank will give me the loan. Maybe I'm assuming that loan amount is about like 310 or 320. So I have to pay monthly interest on that amount as a kind of a, because I bought this property via my company, not on my name. So the mortgage amount will be around 1,600 or 1,700.
Okay.
I'm expecting a little rate cut in the next Bank of England decision, but I think the current rate is around 5.7% for the HMO.
Okay.
With the different lender and providers.
Okay.
So if I'll pay the mortgage of around 1,600 and the rental income is around 4,200. So if I'll subtract that amount, some 500 extra expense for the council tax, light bill and maybe the water bill, rest is a profit. Monthly cash flow from this house.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting around 2,000 cash flow from this house.
Okay, that sounds good. So that's our future plan or maybe future retirement plan, and now they also have more plans to invest in further properties as well. However, if you guys want us to do more in-depth video, like, what is the stage 2, how does each room is being converted, when he's scrapping the wall and what other things goes behind the scene. If you want us to do like a part 2 and part 3 as well, more than happy to do it. But again, I'm not the expert, but of course Adi and the architects will be there and other guys who will be working in this house. We can explain step-by-step process and show you, of course, the final product, the 6-bedroom, when it will be ready.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adi. Thank you for sharing. And I hope you guys liked it. If you guys got any questions, please leave it in the comment section, and I'll see you guys soon with my next video. Till then, keep learning.
Thank you.